Hey guys, it's Alex, and welcome to the My Victory Road Tag Challenge. My friend Curlblitz created this tag, and basically I get to envision what it would be like if I took on the Pokemon World Championships in the anime and rose to number 1. For the rules and guidelines of this challenge, please check out the description of this video or watch his video on it. With all that out of the way, here is My Victory Road. So first off, I need to explain what I would be like if I was a trainer taking on this challenge. In the world of the anime, I think I might be a bug-type master who has gone through many journeys throughout my time in the Pokemon world, collecting gym badges, doing the island challenge, all that sort of stuff. Originally, I'd be from Unova, and I'd be a childhood friend of Banga, who is Alder's grandson. My starter Pokemon would be a Joltik, a rival of Banga's Larvesta. In fact, Banga would be my rival all throughout the Pokemon World Championships, and we'll be battling multiple times. Anyway, here's what my team would be. So basically, the rules say that I get 9 Pokemon in my rotation. First off will be my starter Pokemon, Joltik. This Pokemon will not be evolving into Galvantula, and it's been proven time and time again in the anime that evolution is not necessary to be strong. This is going to be one buff Joltik. It uses its extremely small size to its advantage, easily dodging attacks from opponents. As it's my starter Pokemon, it's easily my most powerful team member. An unevolved electric starter Pokemon. I feel like I've heard that before. Anyway, for the remaining 8 members, I'm just going to be going over them briefly because I see no reason to go in depth for all of them. That'll take me 20 minutes. So basically, Beedrill is the mega of my team. It's one of my strongest and speediest partners. Scorch is the G-Max of the team. I caught it during Kapu's gym challenge back in Galar. Whirlipede decided not to evolve so that it could use its rolling battle style to the fullest, and it's one of my most unique members. I caught it at the same time as my Leavanny, who actually did decide to evolve, and has a very similar battle style to Ash's Leavanny. Mothim is here because I think it's underrated, and I like its design. Rubombi was caught in Alola during my time mastering Z-moves. Kricketune is here because I'm a musician, so it reflects that. And finally, Flygon may not be a bug type, but it's in the bug egg group, and I really like it, so it's here, and it's one of the powerhouses on my team. Woo, that was a lot. Okay, I need to catch my breath now. Alright, let's get into the normal class battles. Each battle in this tournament will be against either a bug specialist or a trainer that happens to have a bug type, which will be used as their ace in the battle. A true journey of a bug catcher, if you will. Anyway, the first battle is going to be against Bugsy. He is arguably the weakest bug type gym leader, so he'll be a good start. Similar to Ash's first battle against Vizcaz, this is a 2-on-2 showdown. Mothim and Yanmega will take part in an aerial battle, with Mothim taking the win. The final matchup will be my Joltik versus his Shuckle, where Joltik will use its size to its advantage by climbing into the holes of Shuckle's body and electrocuting it from the inside, knocking it out and advancing me through the championships. Next will be a 1v1 against Sinnoh's bug queen, Komori. You might have seen her in the anime, she appeared in like one episode. This is before she enters the Great class, so she's still in the normal class. It's a Kricketune vs Kricketune mirror match where I come out on top. Next is Roxanne, the Hoenn gym leader. She may be a rock type gym leader, but in this battle she'll be using Armaldo, so it's a great bug type challenge. It's a Hoennian 1v1, where Flygon takes the win against her. By this point I'm sailing smoothly through the normal class, and I end up crossing paths with my rival Banga. In the past, we've battled countless times and are basically tied 50-50 when it comes to wins and losses, so it's anyone's game. However, this time is different, and the battle doesn't go as easy as in the past. First is a fire battle between my Scorch and his Emboar, but my Centipede ends up having the weaker flame and loses. After that, it's Joltik versus Volcarona, who have battled countless times before. Joltik does a great job in the battle, but it's burnt to a crisp by Vega's fire types and also takes a loss, causing my first loss in the tournament. It's a disappointing loss, but that just means my next battle against Banga will be even more important. The next battle after that is Janine, who is a poison type expert, but uses so many bug types that she's basically a bug expert anyway. The 2v2 starts with a toxic battle between my Whirlipede and her Ariados, with each side giving it their all. The second match is going to be an aerial battle between my Beedrill and her Venomoth, and this will be before me and Beedrill have obtained Mega Evolution, so we're going without it here. The two bugs give it their all in the end, but a final Twin Needle attack ends it for Janine, and with that I've gained so many points that I'm almost out of the class, so I need one more big win to reach the Great class. I've decided that in this video, all of my class-breaking matches are going to be against Unova trainers. As we're from the same region, it just makes sense. In this instance, Berg is standing in my way in a 2 vs 2 battle. It starts with a speed battle of Beedrill and Excelgor, where my Beedrill takes the win, but Excelgor is able to place down some spikes. He sends out a Scavalier, which ends up trading Twin Needle attacks with Beedrill until Beedrill is taken out. Then it's down to my ace Joltik, who takes massive damage from the spikes. Joltik tries to restrain a Scavalier with Electro Web, but it just cuts the web with its swords. So me and Joltik target its armor to weaken the armor, and then land a finishing blow. And with that, I'm in the Great class. For the Great class, many of these battles will be longer and be 3v3s, however I don't really have the time to go into the specifics, so I'll be kind of briefly going over them and telling you about the most important matchups and some highlights. The first battle will be against Viola, one of the stronger bug-type trainers, especially in the anime, since she even defeated Ash before. At the end of the 3v3, the matchup will be between my Mothim and her Vivian, wow that is a hard Pokemon name to pronounce, which we win. Next is another battle with Banga, another rival battle, where Joltik gets closer to defeating Volcarona, but ultimately loses again, putting me right back at the beginning of the Great class. To boost my rank, I decided to fight a much higher ranked opponent, being Gym Leader Melanie. This is outside her gym, somewhere in the wild area, so no Dynamax is being used at this time. In a battle of Galarian bugs, Centiskorch defeats Frostmoth, and after this, I'm about halfway through the championships in this class, so it's about time we start using gimmicks in these battles. So the next battle is actually going to be against Sophocles, where Flygon is a key player in defeating his electric types, and the final matchup is my Whirlipede versus his Vikavolt, where Sophocles will use his Z-move. Savage Spin Out covers Whirlipede, but Whirlipede then spins so much that it shreds the string surrounding it and is able to defeat Vikavolt. So after this battle, I'm going to start using battle gimmicks since other trainers are as well, these being Mega Beedrill, Savage Spin Out the Z-move, and Gigantamax Centiskorch. So this is going to lead into my next Alolan battle against your boy, Guzma. Both of us are even until the final matchup, my Mega Beedrill versus his Golisopod. Beedrill is zapping around extremely fast, but Golisopod is taking attacks and dishing them back out just as hard. Even though I used a gimmick and Guzma didn't, he still ends up taking the win. This loss helps me realize that even though I should use gimmicks, they're not the end all and be all of the battle. So after this, I spent some time training my Pokemon so that they're all as strong as they can be, even without gimmicks. I decide that next I should battle someone right at the top of the class so that I can beat him and advance into the next class. So I settle on battling Subway boss Emmitt, and if you didn't know, he actually uses a lot of bug types in the games. You could even say he's a bug expert. This is actually going to be a double battle as they're what Emmitt specializes in. Just 2 versus 2, not 4 versus 4, that's too complicated and I'm too lazy to write it. So I'm going to be using Joltik and Flygon, and he's using Galvantula and Durant. Joltik is able to use Discharge as much as possible, with Flygon being immune, which greatly benefits us. Each Pokemon gives it their all, with Flygon and Durant both digging underground and ending up taking a double knockout. After that, Joltik and Galvantula are faced in a 1v1, where Joltik proves just because it's unevolved does not mean it's weak, as it defeats the bigger bug type. After this, I'm launched right into the Ultra class. As with the other classes, this is going to start with a Gym Leader battle. My opponent this time is Roxy, who uses a Scolipede. In the anime, she's shown to be absurdly powerful, so I think she's a great Ultra class opponent. Flygon is a major help against the poison types, and my other Unova bugs such as Joltik and Leavanny get some time to shine in this battle as well. The final matchup is going to be my Whirlipede versus her Scolipede, where Scolipede uses its speed and rolling battle style to confuse the opponent and win. After that, I end up receiving a battle challenge from Kabu, a gym leader I defeated in the past sometime before this journey. This battle is fierce and ends with my first Dynamax battle. The matchup is his Gigantamax Centiskorch versus my Mega Beedrill, where Beedrill zips around the large stadium trying its best to dodge every attack. In the end, a well-placed aerial ace ends the battle. In the middle of this class is my next rival battle versus Banga. The match is fierce and ends in another Joltik vs Volcarona battle. I activate Savage Spin Out while he goes for Inferno Overdrive. The Inferno starts to burn the Spin Out, but Joltik powers through and continues using the move, trapping Volcarona in a fiery string prison. After that, it strikes and finishes the battle, giving me the win and ending our rivalry. At this point, I'm advancing fast through the class and end up faced with my toughest challenge yet, Sinnoian Elite 4 member Aaron. Some of the highlights of this 4v4 match are a Flygon Mirror match, a poisonous Whirlipede vs Drapion, and an aerial battle of Ribombee vs Vespiquen. The final match is my Mothim versus his Beautifly, another aerial match. No gimmicks necessary, the two Pokemon go all out with super effective flying attacks until Mothim is the last one standing, advancing me right to the cusp of the Masters 8 with one more battle standing in my way until I enter it. The opponent in my path is the champion of bugs and grandfather of my rival, the legendary Alder. He may have been dethroned as champion of Unova, but he still has the strength and is a worthy challenge. In his time after being a champion, he's been traveling the world, so we actually meet outside of Unova. We're battling in a Galarian stadium. After a long and hard 6 vs 6 battle against Unovan bugs like Escavalier and Excelgor, the final matchup is my Centiskorch versus his Volcarona, where I Gigantamax and he Dynamaxes. The two bugs use max-powered fire and bug attacks, and my Gmax Santaferno attack ends it and advances me right into the Master class. Alright, so throughout this whole thing, I've been fighting very strong bug trainers, and at this point I'm out of bug trainers, so what should I do? I could fight trainers actually confirmed for the Masters 8, like Cynthia and Leon, and while that's realistically what would happen, it's kinda boring. They don't have any bug types. So I'm gonna take some creative liberties here and have the Masters 8 be filled up with my Poketuber friends who have also done this challenge. Well, I'm scripting this video before their videos come out, so I'm really gonna have to hope they actually do this challenge, and that I guess their teams correctly. But since we're all taking on this challenge to reach the Masters 8, I think it only makes sense for us all to meet here. The Masters 8 is a tournament with 8 members, so I'll only have to fight 3 members to progress in a tournament bracket. So let's get right into the first battle. At the start of the tournament, I'm faced off against YouTuber Samurai Trainer Z. This is going to be a 6 vs 6 battle, with some highlights being my Rabambi destroying his Mightyena with its type advantage, and a battle of our starter Pokemon being Joltik and Samurott. The finale is my Mega Beedrill versus his Break Evolution Luxray. By the way, check out his channel if you want to see how he obtained Break Evolution. Anyway, the final matchup is a great battle between 2 powered up Mons, and I take the win. The second match in the tournament is against my comrade Zonolith. Some of the highlights are the electrified Joltik vs Substreka and Draconic Flygon vs Hydreigon. The final match is going to be my Gigantamax Centiskorch versus his Mega Sceptile, where Sceptile runs along Centiskorch's back, so we have to turn up the heat to the max in order to burn up Sceptile before he can reach Centiskorch's head and land a finishing blow. We heat it up and defeat Sceptile. Finally, I'm faced with the World Monarch, none other than Curlblitz, the creator of this tag challenge. The battle is fierce and ends with my Joltik versus his Gigantamax Orbeetle, a true David and Goliath if you will. We finish it off with a super powered Savage Spinout and defeat the giant that's 1,000 times bigger than Joltik. With that, I'm the World Monarch, and my bugs are going down in history. For the final part of this video, I must tag 5 people. First I'll tag SP Juju, a good friend of mine who I recently collaborated with on the channel. Second is going to be Elite Trainer Mark, a friend from the community who makes some great anipoke content. Third is a friend who makes some great Pokemon and music content, Mecha Imperfect. Make sure you check out his 2 channels. Fourth will be Animated Ginger, another great Poketuber who you should all definitely check out. For the final member, I'm tagging you, the viewer. Make sure to tell me your journey in either the comments of this video or make your own video. Let me know on Twitter if you make your own video, because I will be sure to go and watch it. My Twitter DMs are open, or you can tag me. Thanks for watching. This video ended up being really freaking long. I haven't edited it down, but it's looking like it's going to be like 12 minutes, so that's fun. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one, and I hope you enjoyed.